that make this memorial very special, I'd like to extend my gratitude to Light Horse Legacy. They are the nonprofit organization that took great care in restoring, restructuring, and maintaining the Huey helicopter that we have a great view of today. You can learn more about Light Horse Legacy on the plaque at the base of the Huey itself. I thank all the contributors to the memorial wall and all of you that have recognized your loved ones on our Etched Forever, a space honoring your veteran. And finally, another sincere thank you to each and every one of you that are military heroes. Now please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by invocation by Jean Knoll, our Peoria Police Chaplain. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Precious and loving Father, I thank you for watching over us. Father, I'm brought to tears, Father, when I see this wall and remember the history of America. Recently, we celebrated with the Marines their anniversary. Before this nation was founded, we had men and women dedicated to serving this country, protecting our freedom, with you in prayers watching over them. And as we continue to lift up prayers to you, we pray for faith, for mercy, and for your watch care over us in this city and in our nation. And we thank you in the name of the Father, Jesus. Amen.
Please stay standing and welcome United States Air Force Master Sergeant Melinda Charlton as she performs the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Melinda. You may be seated. This is our 5th year of the Honor Wall. Something very special in teamwork with the Veterans Memorial Board. All members listed on the wall are going to receive an honor coin, a very unique display and an opportunity to always hold in our hand and our heart the remembrance of our loved ones. It took a lot of inspiration. The expansion of this facility took even more inspiration. And there's one person that deserves credit for that expansion and that inspiration. And I'd like to welcome to the stage our mayor, Kathy Carlett.
There's a lot more than just one person, but thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you for being here. I have to tell you, from this viewpoint, this is the most humbling place anyone can stand right now, to look out from this stage and see so many people who are here to honor our veterans, so many veterans here, and so much red, white, and blue. It's just fabulous. Gosh, thank you so much for being here. I would like to start off by recognizing our veterans. Would you kindly stand? All of the veterans, if you are able, please stand. Thank you so much for serving our great nation. And now I would also like to ask the families of veterans to stand. Thank you. I had the honor of running into a sweet lady who just a short while ago reminded me that the families also have sacrificed so much for our country. When their spouse goes off, they are there with the children, they are there trying to take care of everything at home, and oftentimes when their spouse comes back, things are different, and they have to adapt. The whole family has to adapt. So she wanted to remind me, and I want her to know wherever she is in this red, white, and blue crowd, that we do remember and we do acknowledge, and we thank you for reminding us. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. This historic monument rests in the heart of Arlington National Cemetery in our nation's capital and is dedicated to deceased U.S. service members whose remains have been unidentified. On November 11th, 1921, as the casket of an unidentified World War I soldier was carried into Arlington Cemetery, President Warren G. Harding said these emotional words. The name of him whose body lies before us took flight with his imperishable soul. We know not whence he came, but only that his death marks him with the everlasting glory of an American dying for his country. The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier represents service, valor, sacrifice, and incredible mourning. Memorials, they matter. They serve as a strong reminder that our freedom was bought and paid for by Americans who dedicated their lives to something bigger than themselves. It's why we are here today in this place of honor and remembrance. Our Peoria Veterans Memorial has been formed and fostered to signify our gratitude and acknowledge our debt. Our veterans and their families have experienced truths and hardships that most civilians, including myself, can never imagine. And while celebrations like these are important and meaningful, as we rightfully recognize the exceptional heroes who have given their lives for their country, our community is thankful to have organizations who do truly understand the veterans, understand what they have gone through, and they are working daily to connect with them and to support them. And today I would like to talk about two of the largest and oldest veterans organizations in our nation, both deeply involved in our community. The Veterans of Foreign Wars, better known to all of us as the VFW, is a nonprofit service organization comprised of veterans and military service members from the active Guard and Reserve forces. They have roots dating back to 1899. The VFW works to ensure that veterans are respected for their service, that they always receive their earned entitlements, and that they are recognized for the sacrifices that they and their loved ones have made on behalf of our great country. The VFW is a tremendous advocate and leading force for our veterans. Over the past 122 years, they have been instrumental in establishing the Veterans Administration, development of the National Cemetery System, and leading the fight for compensation for veterans who have been exposed to detrimental conditions. They are responsible for expanded educational benefits to service members and were the driving force behind the Veterans Access and Accountability Act of 2014. The VFW has also helped fund the creation of many memorials, including the Vietnam, the Korean War, the World War II, and the Women in Military Service memorials. Kind of a big deal, isn't it? Places that we have all seen and that are touching our hearts and guiding what is our nation's capital. And as substantial as each of these accomplishments are, the VFW hasn't slowed in their mission. Today they have more than 1.5 million members and continue to fight for improved veterans services. On a local level, VFW Post 2135, who is here today handing out flags, has been meeting at the Peoria Community Center since 1985. They are tremendous community partners, and this year, Post 2135 made an extremely generous donation of $15,000 to the City of Peoria's Vietnam Memorial Plaza. Let's give them a big hand. Thank you so much. I'd also like to acknowledge the American Legion, along with the American Legion Auxiliary, Post 62. The American Legion's motto is Veterans Strengthening America. And as America's largest veteran service organization, these members work daily to uphold American values and patriotism. They are dedicated to honoring the sacrifice of those who serve by enhancing the lives of veterans, active military, and their families. Through educational programs, community events, legislative action, and volunteerism, the Auxiliary remains committed to the Legion's mission of service to honor those who came before us and work daily to ensure that generations to come never forget. Their signature red poppy, and I hope that you have seen Marge around here handing out red poppies. She's so dedicated, we love her. Remains a tribute to the soldiers who fought and died so that we might live a life of freedom. Please get one of those red poppies and go home and look it up. Look up the history of those red poppies. You will be touched, I promise you. Oh, and by the way, happy birthday to the American Legion Auxiliary. They turned 102 years old just yesterday. Yay. In the city of Peoria, we are extremely proud to have grassroots organizations that are completely supported by volunteers who live in the city and have a tremendous heart for serving and uplifting our veterans. These include the veterans clubs in Trilogy, Westbrook Village, Ventana Lakes, and the Chamber of Commerce Military Affairs Committee, just to name a few. Another meaningful group is Peoria's Veterans Memorial Board. As John mentioned, this board is made up of Peoria residents who dedicate their time and energy for the benefit of veterans in our city. They are committed to finding new ways to help and new ways to put city resources to work for the benefit of veterans. It is this board who helped bring this place of remembrance to our community, and so we thank them deeply for all of their work. They deserve another round of applause. We are truly grateful for all that they do. The City of Peoria remains committed to supporting America's veterans and carrying on the tradition of American patriotism. This memorial here today is in honor of our past, present, and future veterans. It is a testament to their legacy, and today we welcome 97 American heroes to our honor wall. Their names forever enshrined, never to be forgotten. Veterans, you have protected our freedoms and the security of the greatest nation on earth. Words cannot describe the fullness in our hearts. God bless you, God bless your family, and God bless America. Thank you. John, I know you're going to tell us to look up. Do we hear a flyover there?
Nice thing about flyovers, they're exactly on time.
Always.
So 8:30 we will experience that. So probably in the middle of Bill Paten's talking points, we'll have the flyover. But until that point, we will invite back to the stage Mayor Carlin, ladies and gentlemen. We will invite back to the stage Air Force Master Sergeant Melinda Charlton, and this time she'll be accompanied by Master Sergeant Ryan Navarro with America the Beautiful.
Mountains, majesties, above the fruit and land. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness and every gain divine. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea.
Thank you so much, Master Sergeants Charlton and Navarro. One more time. All right, since the mayor let the cat out of the bag. Yep, right in the middle of Bill Patena's talking words. Ladies and gentlemen, Councilmember Patena has been assigned on special assignment by the mayor to serve as council liaison to the Peoria Veterans Memorial Board. He has dedicated the past several years now to ensuring that we're on track, ensuring that we are making the focus on our veterans. I'd like to welcome to the stage Councilmember Bill Patena.
Thank you, John. Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all of our veterans. Here they come. Father, Sam Sterniolo, is on the wall. He was a Korean veteran. My dad is on the wall, Casey. He was a World War II veteran. And I'll tell you that every time I visit this memorial, I check the honor wall, I look at all the names, and I'm thankful for everything that those veterans did. But when I see my dad's name up there, it brings a very special thought to me and to my heart. And I hope that the people that are now enshrined, newly enshrined on this wall, that their families get the same feeling that I get when they see their name on the wall, enshrined there for many, many years to come. It's a very special feeling. So today, we honor all of our veterans who unselfishly placed their lives on the line for our freedom. Those men and women were ordinary people until they heard the call of duty, and they answered it. They left their families, their homes, and their lives, not for recognition or fame, or even the honor we bestow upon them today. They fought to protect our country and to maintain our way of life. As we honor our veterans and remember their great deeds, let us also salute those who are still currently fighting for our freedom. The wars we have fought in have helped us all realize how truly unique the American way of life is. The freedom we enjoy is extremely special, and that is why we must continue to defend it. However, the defense of freedom is not just for those in the military. Each of us shares that duty and that responsibility. We don't have to join a branch of service to actively defend our way of life. We can protect our freedom simply by maintaining it here in America. If we want to preserve our freedoms, we must put them into action. For example, by voting in elections or speaking out against injustices. We must also ensure that everyone feels the benefits of the freedom we have. And we can do that by volunteering in our communities or teaching our children what it really means to be an American. We all have that important part to play. Veterans Day is a day we get to thank all our veterans for making the choice to serve our country unselfishly and for their commitment to protect our freedom in this great country. But it is also a day for all Americans. It is a day to remember why they fought and a day for all of us to begin our own journey of protecting our freedom and the freedom of many future generations. For me, Veterans Day has several meanings. I get to share the camaraderie of a brotherhood of men and women who volunteered to serve this great nation in the military unconditionally and who sacrificed all things most important to them, knowing that at any time they could be called upon to make the ultimate sacrifice. It gives me a sense of pride and honor to be fortunate enough to be among such an elite group of people. Because of the sacrifice of our veterans, I enjoy the privilege to sleep better every night knowing we have our military looking out for all Americans every day. In closing, I'd like to share an event that I participated in a few weeks ago. VFW Post 2135 had a pinning event where I got to place a pin on Vietnam veterans, thanking them for their service in Vietnam. I guess there was maybe 12 to 15 men that I pinned, and as I was placing the pin on their lapels, thanking them for their service, at least half of them said to me, I would do it all over again. Thousands of miles from home, searing heat and humidity, endless monsoon rains, the thought of never making it back home again, I think those comments speak volumes about today's military. Whether you are the Army, the Navy, Marines, Air Force, or Coast Guard, you are all heroes. Thank you.
Our organizations and the way that our board interacts. Up next, I'd like to invite to the stage our board chairman, retired Marine Tad Snedeker, for the dedication of the names on the honor wall.
Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for all coming. As a nation, our Constitution requires us to provide for the common defense. When our nation leaders determine threats, they call on our military. Our military, these warriors can be defined as trustworthy and loyal to the cause. A cause some may question, But it is us, the warriors, who must bear that loss of life and those horrific memories. Today, we add another 97 names for a total of 389 who risked their own life in defense of this mighty nation. To celebrate our 5th year of inductees on this wall, the Peoria Wall has an honor coin. So afterwards, if anyone has not picked up their coin, please go inside the community center so we can get that to you. As Councilmember Bill Batena just mentioned, we did a pinning ceremony. If you are a Vietnam veteran, let me see my Vietnam veterans, if you could please rise. Thank you. For our Vietnam veterans, if you could, meet me over by the Huey, and you haven't gotten one of these 50th anniversary coins to appreciate your service to Vietnam, we'd like to do a pinning ceremony for you as well. So please, if you meet me over at the Huey, we'll get you organized and we'll do a formation over there. You can have your loved ones there as well. Also, we have the VFW 2135 ribbon cutting ceremony. After the conclusion of this event, after I get done speaking, please head over there and we're going to do a quick ceremony of their bench that's going to be in their honor. And last but not least, for the loved ones that have lost their significant other, a veteran, a Vietnam veteran, a Korean War vet, World War II veteran. If you're out there today, your significant other, I have a blue star pin I want to present you with as well. So come find me and we'll make sure that you get that as well. So that's what I have for today. Thank you for coming. I want to appreciate all our veterans that are here and all the people that support us, including the wonderful city of Peoria that's put this all together. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our ceremony. And as Tad has invited those that have served in Vietnam to join us over at the Huey as well with the VFW. We'll do some photo shoots with Mayor and Council. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here today. Thank you and God bless.